Hello everyone, my name as you know is Mark Fennell, and today we're going to start a series of videos on the atom. Before we begin, I want to show you something that a friend got for me. Look at this. It has a picture of the atom, standard Bohr model, and it says, "Never trust an atom. They make up everything." Bazinga. No, just kidding. It's cute, huh? Never trust an atom, they make up everything. Indeed they do. And that's why we're going to spend a few videos actually talking about the structure of the atom. Now before you leave and think, oh, well, I already know everything. I learned this in high school. No, you did not learn everything in high school. Because I have made several important discoveries regarding the nature of the atom. And these are going to be discussed in the video, as well as a new book that I've been working on, just called simply The New Structure of the Atom. So what we're going to do in this series of videos and in the book is explain new discoveries, new structures, solutions to puzzles of the atom. So some of the things we're going to talk about, let me get my list here. Some of the things we're going to talk about: why do electrons exist only in certain orbits? It is well known that electrons only orbit the nucleus at certain distances. But why is that? Nobody knows why. Well, that is until now. Because 2 years ago, I discovered the reason why electrons can only exist at these distances and none other. So I will share that with you. Electron leaps, the quantum leaps, the quantum jumps. There's been a lot of misunderstanding about the way those electrons leap up and down. Bohr was the one who came up with the idea of the leaps. But I think there's better understanding of what the electron is doing. Particularly, a lot of people very often they think, well, electrons disappear and then they reappear. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And that's not how it works at all. They don't disappear and reappear. That's not the way it works. Stable versus unstable orbits. Bohr gave the idea of unstable orbits because, well, the electrons don't exist there, so they're coming back down. But in reality, all orbits are stable unless you change the energy. Right? So you change the energy, the electron comes down. So really, all orbits are stable until something happens. Process of emitting a photon. Now that would take several videos, and I'm going to do it in more detail in several different books. But basically, I want to rearrange the thought process of the way people describe emitting the photon from the electron up and electron down. Right? I also have a better understanding of the quantum numbers. They come up with 4 quantum numbers to describe the types of orbits that electron will make. I can show you that the primary orbit is based on one factor, and the other 3 aspects of the orbit are all based on a second factor. So while there are 4 quantum numbers, there's really only 2 factors that explain everything about the motion of an electron in its particular path. So I will explain that at some point in the future. So this is sort of an overview of what I'm going to do and where I'm going to go with it. I like to take a step back a little bit. So as you know, I've made a lot of discoveries, done a lot of research over the years. There came a time when I was really focused on the nature of the atom. And during that time, I really made sort of all these discoveries pretty much within the same couple weeks, couple months. All these ideas came together. Of course, the photon I've been examining and making new models of for a couple years. So you put those ideas together with the new structure of the atom idea, and you put them together, and you can really see how everything works together. You can just see it all. I did read a lot of Bohr's original works on the structure of the atom, as well as Summerfield. And from those, I saw what was going on and saw where their limitations were, what they couldn't figure out, or phrases they used to come up with an idea but didn't quite understand it. So that was where my starting point was, and said, well, let's complete it. So you could say, in a sense, that I am, in the structure of the atom, I am the successor to Bohr, because I've taken everything that he's done and I've found the solutions to everything that he couldn't figure out. So now we have a much better, bigger understanding of the atom. Now, this all came about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, in February, I really had it all figured out. I have so many other projects and so many other books to work on. I started my book on the new model of the atom earlier this year. And it will still take some time to work on, because I'm still got a couple other books in progress. You know how that goes. I'm working on all these books simultaneously. But I hope we should get that book done sometime within 2017 is my goal. Have the book completed sometime in 2017. Right? Until then, here are some videos which will explain some of the basic concepts in very brief form. Okay? So again, the Bohr model of the atom, updated. You're going to learn things here far beyond what you learned in high school. So please join me.